As promised, Florence Villeminot has joined us on set. A
Hi.
drum roll for Flo. A fascinating story this morning in Libération. You were telling us about it earlier on. The newspaper is investigating the mysterious death of 3 French citizens in Rwanda back in April 1994. It looks like a state secret.
That's
Might
right.
Be uncovered.
In fact, it's on the front page of Libération. That's what they call it, a state, France's secret. And you see a photo here of the 3 victims. So there's René Meyer, Alain Didot, and his wife, Gilda. Now, they were both military police officers stationed in Kigali. And in April 1994, the 3 of them were killed, shot dead in mysterious circumstances. And it's important to note that their death came just a couple of days after President Juvenal Habyarimana's plane was shot down, an event that triggered the genocide in Rwanda. And according to Libération, it's possible that these 3 French citizens were assassinated because it appears that somebody was trying to cover up their deaths, and that would only have been possible if the French government had been backing this.
Libération, in fact, has proof that the death certificate of one of the victims was falsified.
That's right, and we can actually pull it up here, and you can see that there are a couple of mistakes on it. For instance, it says Jean Meyer instead of René, and it says that he was shot dead by accident. Now, the doctor who signed this death certificate, Dr. Michel Thomas, well, he said that he never signed it, actually, and he points out that he always did his death certificates in handwriting, and also he was always very precise as to where victims were shot.
So this could well be a fake.
It seemed, according to Libération, that this is a fake. And Libération wonders, why is this important? Why do we care about these 3 French citizens compared to the 800,000 Rwandans who were killed during the genocide? Well, Libération points out that these 2 military policemen were in fact in charge of radio transmission between the French embassy and the Rwandan army, and perhaps they overheard something they weren't supposed to hear. So Libération says, if we can clear up the circumstances of their death, well, perhaps we can better understand exactly the role France played in the Rwandan genocide, and if there is any responsibility the government had at the time.
All right, a must-read story in today's Libération, then. And trade unions and employer representatives are meeting today. It's a last-ditch effort to agree on reforms for the labor market.
That's right. They have 2 days to reach an agreement, or else the government is going to have to step in. And Aujourd'hui en France has a plea for them. Mettez-vous d'accord, please reach an agreement, says Aujourd'hui en France. Now, Hollande, according to Aujourd'hui en France, is hoping for a photo finish. And unions and employer representatives, what they're trying to negotiate is a solution that would reconciliate flexibility and job security. So the key word is flexi-security. Le Figaro points out in their editorial that this is a rare opportunity for both unions and business representatives. They have a choice. They have a chance to reform before the government, and it hopes that they will have the courage to do so. And if they don't manage to reach an agreement, Le Figaro says it could be a catastrophic situation for France.
But trade unions seem to be very divided on this. In fact, some union leaders have already said that, barring a miracle, they wouldn't be signing anything today. Libération looks at what the different outcomes of the negotiations could be, the different scenarios.
That's right. There are 3 scenarios, according to Libération. One, this miracle solution, which Libération says probably won't happen, where everyone agrees. The second one, which is more likely, where more moderate trade unions sign an agreement, but more hardliners don't. And the third is what nobody wants, which is a complete flop of the negotiations.
That would be bad news for François Hollande, who's pegged a lot on this. Finally, French ski resorts are always looking for new thrills to attract crowds. Skiing is huge here in France. Notre-Dame de Bellecombe in the French Alps offers curious tourists a unique experience.
That's right, Cyril. I'm sure you've always wanted to discover the wonders of snow grooming. Well, now you can. You can join the snow groomers in Notre-Dame de Bellecombe as they go up and down the slopes, preparing them for the next morning. It's a very nocturnal experience. You have to wake up at 1:30, but we're quite used to that. And according to Le Monde, it's a beautiful experience. So next time you're there, check it out.
So they're making people pay to actually...
No, it's free. It's free.
Oh, it's free. All right. So that changes everything. Florence Villeminot, thank you very much. And you'll have the International Press Review later on. A look at the headlines this hour. Hugo Chavez remains